Okay, so the new style of forming query string, as yesterday I told, we write the template string dot format, then in the parentheses we give the value in the form of tuples. As yesterday I had told some examples, we can write it with a sequential order with the numbering 0 1, or without the numbering with empty bracket, empty curly braces, or with the labeled or named argument also we can provide. So yesterday I told that example like this, what is given here. Now today the same thing I am going to tell with the help of input. Means if we are giving the input during the execution time, then how can we give that value in our query? So let us see that. I am going to open Python. Let the Python open. Okay, I am going to open the program yesterday which I had made. I had made the program named as SQLcon 3. Okay, this was the program. Now in this program, as you can see, I had formed the SQL query string. The query string is select from student where stu name in. So there are two parameters are given for in operator, and for these two parameters we have given the value in the execute command with format function. First we have written my cursor dot execute, then in the parenthesis we have written the query string qst, then we have written dot format, and then in the parenthesis we have given the string value for the name in the form of tuples. That is first parameter having Amit value, second parameter is having Karan value. Okay, now let us form this as the input. Now we have to input. Okay, so let us input the value. So for that what we can do, we can write the command input with the input function. Let us take name1 or names equal to input enter the names, first one. Okay, then we write comma, again input, then again for second name. Okay, we put it in the double bracket in the form of tuples. We are giving two inputs, one input for the first name and second input for the second name, because here I have given two parameters. Okay, now we are giving input, and now we give these names as the input in the format function qst.format, and in this we are giving the names which we have given as the input. Now let us see whether it accepts or not. Okay, and this only is the real development of application, because the in the application the input is always given, predefined values are not given. Predefined values we check for our satisfaction, but when you develop the application, you keep in mind that the user always gives the input. So that's why here we have used the input function for entering the names to search. So what names the user want to search, here you can write enter the names you want to search. Enter the names you want to. My keyboard is working very slow. Okay, enter the names you want to search. Now let us save it and execute. by pressing F5. It is checking. Yeah. Now it is asking the input. Enter the names you want to search. First name. So let us input first name. Suppose I want to search first name as Aman. Then it will ask second input. Enter the second name. So second name, suppose I want to search as Karan. Okay. Now press enter key. What error it is giving? Tuple out of index. Sorry, index out of range. Okay, index out of range. How it came? Names. Okay. So here one thing we change. Then it will be clear. Here only we write the parenthesis. Now I think it should accept. Once again we have to enter the name, suppose Aman. Second name, suppose Karan. Now you can see the result. Okay, so it means this way we have to form the query. This way, that is by giving the input and then form the query according to the given input. As here it is written in the code, you can first write the query string, that is select from star from student where stu name in. If you are searching more than one name, then you have to use in operator. Okay, but if you are searching one name only, then you have to use equal to operator. Is that clear? So, and if you are searching with in operator, so always write this only one parenthesis, one curly brace, one pair of curly brace, and then we can give that names which has been given as the tuples form. We can give that name in the format method. Here we can write qst dot format, then in the parenthesis names. So once again, if you want to increase the input, you can increase. Afterwards also you can write many other inputs. Okay. Here we can write a third input. Input. Then write there, enter the third name. Okay. Now you will see three inputs we will give and it will search all three inputs. Now kindly see. So here it is asking the first input. So if we input first name, then asking for second input, second name, then asking for third input. So third name. Now you can see all the three names have been searched and found. Now if you want to change your query, suppose you want to search according to the marks. So what we can do, you can write according to the marks, select from student where stu name. Here we can change. We can write here marks. Marks now greater than or equal to whatever you want to show. So let us write here greater than 90, where marks greater than 90. So you have given greater than 90, but keep in mind that 90 should not be given here directly. We have to give it as input, what user want to search. Okay. So we can write here curly braces. We can write curly braces and then here we can give as input. We remove all other inputs, only one input we want. Okay. Only one input we want, and that also in the form of integer. So enter the marks. Here we will write enter the marks condition. Enter the marks or mark after which you want to display. You want the record. Okay, enter the mark after which you want the record. So here we will write a int function also, integer function, because your mark is of integer type. Okay, marks is of integer type, remember this. Now your close two parentheses will be there. Then the query string is formed, select from student where marks greater than this input. Now here we change, here names given, here we can write marks. Your variable should be according to the defined field name. Here should be marks. Now you'll see that it will accept the marks value, and then accordingly the data will be given. Press F5. Now enter the marks. It is asking enter the marks after which you want the record. So we want the record above 90. So we can enter 90 or 91 or 95. So now it will show the record above 90. See here, the records which are having the marks above 90, that is 95, 97 and 98. These records have been displayed. Okay. So this way we form the query string with new style. I hope you all have understood. Any problem to anyone, any student? Any
No,
student,
sir.
any problem?
No, sir.
Aman Singh, Sahil Singh, Pratik Singh.
No, sir. No, sir.
जो कल हम व्हाट्सएप किए थे उसका टाइप कीजिए प्रिंट का फंक्शन.
Sorry, Aman, your voice is not coming clear.
सर जो व्हाट्सएप पे हम कल टाइप किए थे बताए थे उसका प्रिंट का फंक्शन टाइप कीजिए.
Yeah, yesterday what you told na in the WhatsApp, yes. So that also you can check. Let us check, okay? As you said yesterday, we can instead of for loop we can use that na. You are saying that this print. Then you want
Yes.
res comma space, this one you want na, comma space, this one you want to say. So you can check this also. Let us press F5 and see. Now it is asking the mark to enter, so let us enter 90. Then also not coming in the next line. We have to use /n.
नहीं सर नीचे
Yeah.
नहीं सर नीचे भी तो एक और है एक कमांड और नीचे भी एक कमांड और बताया था प्रिंट फिर बस ब्रैकेट रहेगा.
Sorry, your voice is not coming clearly. It is fluctuating. Your voice is fluctuating. Aman.
सेकेंड लाइन में प्रिंट और फिर ये ओपन ब्रैकेट मतलब रहेगा बस एम्प्टी. नीचे प्रिंट नीचे.
Okay. Your voice is not coming clear. I can't understand. We remove space. This you want to say? Remove space.
राइट.
Yeah.
नो सर
Then
नीचे प्रिंट लिखिए और फिर बस इसी तरह ब्रैकेट लगा दीजिए उसमें कुछ लिखिए हमारे देखिए.
sorry, your voice is not coming. Your voice is coming, but it is fluctuating. Sometimes coming, sometimes leaving, sometimes.
Check my WhatsApp.
Yeah. You send in WhatsApp or in chat, in the chat here only. Okay.
Yes, you check it. I have sent it on WhatsApp. You check on WhatsApp. You check it.
Okay, let me check. what you have written, print res, then you have given a comma, then again you have print written print command, na?
Yes, sir, that only.
But this will not work, my dear. You have given without space the comma, single comma,
Yes,
that
sir.
double quotation, single quotation does not mean. That means same. Okay. And if you write print
नहीं
command,
सर, नीचे वाले लाइन में तो प्रिंट.
okay, let me check that also. Yeah. Then if you write print, then also it will not work, because here loop is required to change the line. Okay, it is taking the whole record as one. In res variable, the whole record, whole data is fetched at once. Okay, now if you check, press F5. See, then also nothing happening, because in res the whole record has been fetched together, the whole data has been fetched together, and for that you have to access cursor by cursor by using the loop, for loop or while loop. Understood? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now see, further we have, this is over about how to form query string. This is over. Now let us proceed. Next we have insert and update command. Okay, suppose we want to insert the record in the table. We want to insert a new record in the table. So what we do? As you know, query command for inserting the record, what we write? We write insert into table name. This command, see here, insert into table name, then in parentheses we write the column names in which we want to insert. After that we write values, then in the parentheses we write the given what values we want. But here in a query, in a Python query, what we will do, instead of writing our values, predefined values, we will write the parameters. Okay, instead of writing predefined values, we have to write parameters. And when we write the parameter, according to the parameter we can provide the value with the format function. First we define the parameter with the insert command, then after the parameter we write the format function, then we write the values in the form of tuples, or this value we can give the input in the input command also. What value is written with format function, this can be given with the input command also. Okay, so let us, and for one more thing, after writing the insert command, insert query, then we have to execute it with cursor.execute function, and then one more thing will be written, that is your connection name, like mycon, mydb dot commit. Commit function is compulsory, because commit function only saves your record. If you do not write commit function with the connection name, it means your record will not be saved. You will insert, but it will not be saved in the table. So if you want to save the record in the table after inserting, then we have to write this command, mycon.commit. Mycon is the name of your connection, what connection you have established, then dot commit function. Okay, see here I make a program. Here suppose we want, I remove all this. Okay, here I have removed input, all the inputs are removed. Okay, then I directly print all the record. I'm going to print the record. Okay, with the for loop, for I in res. print I. Okay. Now see, select from student, my cursor dot execute QST, only QST. We want to execute only QST. Then my cursor dot fetch all. Now you'll see all the records of the student table from Aman database. Save it. Press F5. See, all the records are there. Aman, Amit, Sumit, Samir, Amir, Samir, Karan, Arjun, Jayesh, and Janardhan. There are how many records? 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. 10 records are there. But further we want to insert more record. So what we do? Let us do that. Simply we write here insert command. Which command? Insert command, as we had used in the query, SQL query. So we write here insert into the table name student, insert into student. Then the columns, if you want to write, then write the columns, otherwise no need. So what are the columns? Columns are, let me write the columns, stu name, comma, let me check the columns, okay, otherwise it will be a confusion. Let me check the column, describe student. Let me check the columns. See, columns are stu name, class, section, roll number, and marks. Yes. So now we can write insert into student, insert into student, then write the columns, stu name, comma, class, comma, section, comma, marks, roll number, comma, marks. Okay, these are the columns. Then write the values. What values you want to insert? Okay, in these columns, what values we want to insert? So suppose stu name I want to insert Sandeep, comma, class I want to insert suppose 7 or 9, okay. Then section I want to insert A, comma, then I want to insert roll number, suppose 4, comma, marks 95 or 85. Okay, these are the values we want to insert. Now you will see simply that values will be inserted in the table. Now what will we do? Here we have to write fetch command, commit command. Here we have to write mydb. Our connection name is mydb. So we write mydb dot commit. Mydb dot commit. Okay. Now it is written. Now you see this record will be inserted in the table. No result set fetch from. Okay, it is inserted already. Now we can check. Print, not printed, but okay. So how can we check? We can write here select from. Select from already inserted. Okay. Select from student. Save it and press F5. It is already inserted. Look here, Sandeep has been already inserted. Okay. So this is the way how we insert into the table. Thank you. Let me take attendance. Otherwise it will be over. Any query? Any question?